Hi everybody, all the issues here at home along with the Karoo heat this December has darkened my mood to a point where I am either angry 80% of the time or just in a foul mood. This has now been like this for about 2 weeks. I naturally know what is causing my particular mood, but I've heard of so many others who feel exactly the same, whether in America, United Kingdom, or wherever. So really, I'm not sure whether it is just the heat and personal issues, or whether it is more general than that. I think it is also a worldwide atmosphere. We plebeians, as one of my subscribers called us, well, I think we plebeians are finally sick and tired of being lied to, of falling for professional lies. Oops, I mean professional PR spin. I mean modern day PR and the truth. Never the two shall meet. PR these days is just an acronym for bloody lying. It's like a fair weather painting with wild flowers, covering a painting of the worst weather and a sinking ship with hundreds of people on board. Everything looks pretty, but below the surface is death and destruction. Well, that is what the royal family looks like to me at the moment. I'm really trying to return to my old format of deeper research and not just commentary on current events. And mostly because it is a distraction and it also helps me mentally. My other distraction lately is feeding stray and sick dogs, pregnant dogs and puppies in the township every second day. It does not really help my mood because almost on a daily basis I shed a tear about the ones I cannot help or get to. But at the same time I feel so much better when I see a 1-year-old dog which was close to liver failure getting better, stronger and healthier. The puppies and their mother are all looking so much better and in brilliant condition. A black mongrel who could barely walk anymore and was just a bag of bones now actually looks like a dog. Now that makes me happy. My daughter found old photographs of Yellow Dog 2 days ago, and looking at her now, one would not believe it is the same animal. And yes, she's still so attached to me and very protective. But anyway, I digress. I said we'll talk about the invisible kids today, and so we shall. I read recently that Archie was going to a new school. Well, Archie turned 5 in May this year, so of course he had to start kindergarten or then the first grade of the K-12 and P-12 system. The only difference being that K stands for kindergarten and P for preschool. So yes, Archie, if he's real, which I know he is, and if he lives with Harry and Meghan, would have started level or grade K or P this year. And next year he should progress to grade 1. But where is Archie? Did he go straight to Northwestern, or has he actually started working already? Because no one in Montecito seemed to know which school he went to. Now look, I shall never, ever go stalk a child, a 5-year-old, or ask anyone to do so. It is just not the done thing. And people who do that are sick and belong in jail. Okay? Get me? Good. But at the beginning of every new school year, or when there are significant changes made to a royal child's life or education, we get told about it by the media via the parents. For example, we know the children of William and Catherine attended Thomas Battersea in London, and when they moved to Adelaide Cottage, the children transferred to Lambrook School. Catherine arranged for photographs on the first day, and guess what? The children will not be bothered again. And why not? Because it's not newsworthy anymore. Now everyone knows where they are, what grades they are in, and what they look like in their school uniforms. So what more is there to see or say? Absolutely nothing. But not Meghan Markle's to Invizikidz. Goodness. She should trademark that. Invizikidz. Just imagine. Invizikidz nappies. You can't see them, just smell them. Invizikidz pacifiers in raspberry and strawberry for the baby's thumbs. And Megaliah's #1 product, an invisible onesie. Oh my God, enough. Anyway, I used good old Google and looked at all the elementary schools in Montecito. Well, the private schools at least. I mean, she would never send a child to a public school. Excuse me, she's a duchess. It has only been about 2 weeks, but to date, I, or then 2 people on my behalf, have not found one single person, mommy or daddy, stating, "Oh yeah, little Archie goes to our school, he's in class with my son or daughter." Nor has anyone even just said, "Oh, I hear the child is in my neighbour's kid's school or in my kid's school. I haven't seen him, but I hear that he is indeed there." I mean, whatever. My subscribers have brought the subject up at a tea room, at the tennis club, the dentist's office, the golf club, in clothing stores, and randomly in grocery stores. And nothing, not a thing. The one subscriber came to me first, I think about 2 years ago, because she thought, or may not, have seen Doria with Archie in town. She was across the road from the person whom she thought was Doria. But before she could have a good proper look, an SUV pulled up and the woman and child got in and off they went. Anyway, she tried to inquire as casually as possible. She would start with, say, the weather, and then maybe casually joke that the weather changed since the royals moved into Montecito. And when the other person gets comfortable, she will say something like, "I wonder which school that kid of theirs go to, or are they homeschooling?" Faking real interest. So far, not one person even admitted having seen Archie, and that, in my opinion, is not normal. We all leave a footprint, and so do our children. To have a child who is not visible to anyone except in a photograph or on Netflix is not normal. Kids are kids. They fall, they laugh, they cry, they fight, and sometimes they are chatterboxes. I just cannot imagine little Johnny or Susie, not once in more than a year, not going home and saying, "That darn Archie, tomorrow I'm going to hit him with a wet fish," or "Mommy, Archie cried at school today," or "Archie was naughty today." I mean, whatever. But for absolutely no one to say anything is way too hard to accept. I would love for one of you to pop up in my comments and say, Oh, Bookie, you are completely wrong. Archie is in my son or daughter's school or my niece's school or in a school, a colleague's kid. And I mean, what will I do with information? Absolutely nothing. All I want is confirmation that Prince Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor is living in the United States permanently. Or then say Prince Archie Sussex, if his mother was mad enough to officially change his surname to Sussex in the United States. Has anyone seen the child in a store, a playground, I mean freaking anywhere? As far as I know, he has not been seen with his parents at, say, a McDonald's or a restaurant or a clothing or a toy store. Nothing. Where is Archie? Where is Lily, for that matter? We did not even see a photograph from behind during Halloween this year. Actually, when was the last time we saw Archie, or then even Lily? I mean, even a blurred photograph. Can you guys remember? Most of the photos we see now are still from the Netflix series. I vaguely remember Megan carrying a child who was supposedly Lily and getting into a golf cart, and the headline was something like Harry and Meghan spend a weekend away with the children or something like that. But that is it, and that was months ago, if I remember correctly. I mean, so long ago I can't remember the exact details. I honestly and truly do not care what anyone says. But for the amount of time that Harry and Meghan are being photographed, that is not normal. Now, there's something else which I only recently picked up in a blind, although it was posted a while ago. It basically states that the names Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor or Archie Harrison Sussex or Archie Sussex does not appear on any vaccination or immunization certificate or records. Now, in California, those schools require parents to provide immunization records, and that applies to all new students in elementary school. So the next question we can add to the entire list, if Archie exists, which I know 100% that a child known as Archie definitely exists. But if he goes to school in California, what name is Megan using for him on his paperwork? Or is Archie at school elsewhere? Okay, guys, on that note, I have to bid you goodbye until next time. Now, please stay safe and take care. Bye.